Hello everyone, this is Flops Cat, and okay, yeah, it's actually pretty much night right now. And I know this is weird because I usually don't make this video. I don't make these type of video at night, but today will be a little bit of another exception. Don't worry, I will go to bed. This is probably just going to be the last thing I do before going to bed, but I'm doing this because for two reasons. Because A, I do really want to make this update as soon as this thing gets up here, and B, I'm kind of like, you know what, since it's literally just going to be just one quick thing, it's not going to hurt the power of me to just literally do this, because it might get lost in the strand time of discording. So, just something. Plus, also, I feel like I need to make this update kind of now, because I kind of miss a few things, and I will admit. But of course, today we're gonna be updating on GPReads, on something that I talked about before that is actually very important. In fact, I think I didn't save the image, but I'll get it back in a bit. Talk about Naomi, and also talk about Mikey Lanko. There's kind of a lot, and we'll talk about Puppet as well. There are kind of a lot to go over, but it's going to be very quick. There's nothing too much to do. I'm actually just waiting for my computer to upload, and the first thing we will talk about is GPReed on live screen. Now, before I do continue this video, I do want to make quick few notes. This is only because A, this is going to take forever when Discord is going to load up, which is a good thing today, because that's it. But I do want to make few notes before we do continue. Hold on. Sorry about that. I need to drink some water. I shouldn't have kept that thing with me. Oh well. But first thing I do need to note is my brother. My brother, if you guys obviously know, I kind of spoke to him about him earlier last week. But my brother has now have a channel, and by when I by the time of recently this, he just recently released his first video on that channel. So I highly recommend you guys to subscribe to him. Give your thoughts, well, actually, really, that's all up to you. I can't really force you to subscribe to his channel, but I kind of really appreciate it if you check him out. He's a pretty good guy. He's going to make Super Mario Maker 2 playthroughs. I'm hoping we can do something else other than that, but, and his channel is still growing. It's his first channel, so, stuff like that is going to happen. Anyways, second thing I do want to note is that, what was the second thing? Oh, yeah, second thing I want to note is, that I want to congrats GPReads for getting up to literally up to 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge deal. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about it. And the first thing we need to talk about is, of course, GPReed himself. Now, GPReed is in a very interesting spot right now with me. Because, well, actually, it's kind of a funny story. He's not in a bad spot. He actually is kind of in a good spot to me right now, especially what happened recently. And this one is kind of funny because I first discovered this. Now, let me explain what happened. So this happened. In fact, I just realized I should have just brought it up through. You know what? I'm not going to care. So this happened because he did another live screen. Now, recently, as he promised, and he is keeping that promise, he's actually doing a good job of keeping that promise, he's recently adding more regular content to his channel, which is understandably a good thing. I mean, to be fair, you guys know I not only just do these things, I have my own things that I do by myself, and blah, 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 and all that. Well, during one of his reactions, which is his most recent video, happened 3 days ago, something happened to that reaction, and here what I caught.
a zombie child now.
Yeah, that's not important about the zombie child. I wasn't even... Well, I actually saw this, and it's kind of hilarious. It's actually pretty good, so I highly recommend you watch it. However, I was literally the first to... Wait, let me see. I want to double check this. Yeah. I was literally the first to caught this, and I was like, hey, wait a second. There was a flash of that. And this is what the flash said. Monitor add something, I'm not going to read that crap, for multiple personalities. Now, obviously, like I expected, and like I said during the live stream, there's obviously more. And like I said, I am not really going to give a damn about trying to find the rest, because we all remember how I try to do the triangle. So I let the professionals do this. And here's what they got. So, side note, this is GPReed's Discord. You can go to him if you want to join his Discord. Anyways, here's what they got. They got number 1, first free, wrote like a virgin, Mad Madonna. Name for a single, die, which is kind of creepy. First, fourth, can community inventions... Ooh, got a new comment on that, okay. What's app? Modern, blah, 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 that's the thing I got, personalities. Then, 45th world, my life is... my light of my fire is come. Number 5, first world, track 6, on Born This Way, or Born the Way, or whatever. And water is basic human. That's actually jokingly a PS a fact, because we're all made of water. That's kind of 75% of our body, I think. I don't know. 21st word of the song, yes, the river knows, flows, flavor, it's whatever. And pretty much there's an image of that book he's talking about. It's not a cult. Lyrics from the song Official Girl by Cassie. Answer Cassie. And that's pretty much it as right now. Oh yeah, and then there's It's Successful, Play Dumb, and For a Cult. So yeah, and here's that book that I was talking about. Positive thinking and blah blah blah. Yeah, long story short, there's a lot of interesting things to get into that. But the point is, it finally... Now, I have a couple of theories on what this all means. First off, I think someone hacked in... If we're doing story-based wise, I think someone hacked into GPReed's computer and secretly showcased that thing. I mean, obviously that's not officially true. There's no one actually did hack into his computer in real life. You could kind of see the hints that he's putting it on the computer. But as for story-wise, I think someone leaked those. There's no doubt that that's a leak. There's no way these are leaks of his data. There's no denying that this is his test subjects. This is his testing, and and it definitely looks like something. But anyways, what's even more strange, what is even more bigger, is some of this test stuff is talk about Naomi. Now, again, this actually also confirms, like I said in that update when I, first one to caught it, it literally says multiple personalities, which is funny that I actually did caught that, because that confirms that Naomi has multiple personalities. Now, this begs 2 questions. A, why is GPReed's company, knowing about Naomi, is still following her? And B, what does these other test results even mean? Like, I get the dice being die, because that's actually a thing if you know your syllables, or, however you pronounce the S and da-da-da. And I understand they're saying, but what with the songs, and I don't even know what this book is. Again, I'm leaving that for professionals, but it's definitely a very interesting thing. And again, if you guys want to learn more, check out his Discord. I won't be able to link the description down below, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, that is a pretty big deal because this confirms that Naomi does have split personalities disorder. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is Mikey and Mikey Lego, or if I'm saying it's like, I keep saying, sound like saying his name like the freaking Ninja Turtle, and that's just being factful or something like that. But anyways, okay, and I gotta come clean and admit this. So this was just released literally on the same day as GPReed's own, reaction to the Sender Fingers full series and blah blah blah. And I didn't even get to see it. I accidentally missed this by mistake, which I have to apologize for that. But I now caught it, and good thing I found this. But Mikey Lego, if I'm saying, or Lugo, or however you pronounce his last name, I'm just going to call him Mikey from now on. Mikey released his own statement on my own video, which is no surprise he would do that because, and he finally gave me some stuff that, is very interesting, and here's what he said, and I'm going to break it down, but pretty much here's the video he says, and you want a clear version, please, I'll send a link down in the description down below of this video.
Hello there, my fellow subscribers. It is I, the one and only Mikey Lugo. I'm going to explain something very important. So, a couple minutes ago, I got a comment that was somewhat maybe hidden or part of a spam in my YouTube notifications, so I went to studios, and not to my surprise, it was Vlogscat who decided to tell me that he made a little certain something for me. And to my surprise, I have left it in my community tab. Yes, if you guys haven't checked out my community tab, I highly suggest you check it out right now. Anyways, the video that I posted on my community tab, he made a theory that I could be part of all other universes and stuff. But the only things I will confirm will be mentioned as I am saying. But some of the stuff that are not confirmed, I will explain it in the first hand. So anyways, I will confirm this. 1, I am not part of the Stephanie Lawson Stevens lore. Personally, I was once an investigator of the original ARG and really wanted to see how Stephanie would really do so many things at that time being, aka during September 2018 into November of 2018. So basically, I did archive the videos and live streams that I tried to capture from her Facebook page to my YouTube channel. Many people got the attention, of course. That's the one thing. Also, I will add this up. I want to keep the spirit of the original Stephanie Lawson Stevens on the Mikey channel. And if you're wondering how the video files from the original creator were in some of the videos, because if you look through the game's files, you'll see some voices, and you can actually check the voices yourself within the files, and you get to see which voices are which. And personally, it's something to really talk about. Anyways, I will get to the second one. There is so much Darkin lore that we'll explain. Darkin has a very tight lore. People would actually have to make a Google document to actually understand Darkin. But if you watched a lot of the Darkin videos on the Darkin channel and half of the Mikey channel, it will make sense. It will make a personal timeline of events. Personally, there was a document being made in progress, but someone decided to abandon the document, and I don't know if any of the document will be finished due to the recent stuff. Well, anyways, 3, there is some lore that is relating to some other events, different events. Basically, the videos that you mentioned that were relating to the New Year's event and the Joseph and Mikey Rewind, of course. Those are very different events. But I can say this, you did a very good eye catching on some of these events, because all of these events were really relating to time. They were related to time and stuff. But I do say, you have a good eye on that. But yeah. The 4th part was the Unis Honest thing. I want to make a little homage to the Unis Honest people, because they were very nice, they were very epic. They given my entertainment and stuff, and they done a wonderful job. And if you're wondering with the Unis Honest tribute, I highly suggest you watch the Joseph and Mikey Rewind on Joseph Goes' YouTube channel. It will explain more often than on that big 1 hour video on Joseph's channel. And for the last thing, Darkin is still somewhat connected to GPReed. Grant can give you more of the information of what's going on, and yeah, that's what I could say. If you want more questions, Foxcat, let me know in the comments.
So yeah, that was actually very interesting. And again, I am sorry that I missed this. I'm glad at least I caught it for the last second before doing this video. And again, like I said, my bad. And like I thought, you probably wasn't. But that was interesting. I did not know that Mikey actually had clips of Stephanie. Now, I'm still not be able to truly rule out that Stephanie is somewhat probably part of GPReed. I don't know if he's connected to it, but I highly doubt it. Like, I even already knew that there's no doubt Stephanie was connected at all. It's just, to my opinion, I think she's more of a symbolism and more of an inspiration of Naomi and blah blah blah. Not like saying that she's actually part of it the same way of Dad. But again, it's pretty cool. And I actually didn't know he was actually truly was investigating. So that was pretty cool of that. So that would explain why there was actually a live thing. It wasn't that took place years before. So again, at least this does confirm, like I thought, that Darkin was still part of the GPReed lore. But again, sorry Mikey for the confusion. That was just my theories, and I'm glad you kind of liked my video. I wonder what you mean by other things, though, because you said a bunch of other things as well. But, this does confirm a few things. This confirmed that, Mikey, the whole Stephanie thing is not truly connected in some way, other than the fact that Mikey just made reference to it because he used to, look into it. So that's why there's those crazy references. And it makes sense why now he's referencing again because of me, of course, because I was the one who pointed this out after I did, snuck that in through another Instagram post and blah blah. But to make a long story short, again, my bad, Mikey. I'm still glad you were understanding. I'm glad you also liked my video. I can tell you really did like my video, which is pretty cool. But yeah, pretty much understandable. I thought you probably wasn't connected. I kind of said that in the end. And actually, just to let you guys know, I may actually start looking into it, because the Darkin series, Mikey's own ARG, is actually pretty interesting. I may actually literally go back to the parts when it was started and actually do a actual video. And I said this already in the last theory video, and may actually start a new series deep diving into what Mikey could be doing. But again, I think it's best that I so far keep my eyes on this. But anyways, for now, I'll figure that out when I cross that bridge. But yeah, thank you for clearing that up, Mikey. That's really helpful, because it kind of explains why there's that Samantha and all that gobbledygook. And as for the compliment, thank you for the compliment of me catching eyes. I just, that's how I love catching things. I'm not always a good catcher, but thanks for that compliment. And thank you for liking my video. And again, sorry and blah, blah. But anyways, no, there's nothing crazy. It's just a theory. Anyways, on to the final thing we do need to discuss. And that is Instagram. Now, Instagram is definitely a very bizarre place. And by the way, you guys want to finally see that video of him, talking about me? Here it is. I think. Oh, here it is.
Flown too close to the sun, and now must you plummet to earth, burning in gold you shall never achieve. Like Icarus, you have flown too close to the sun, and now must you plummet to earth, burning in gold.
I don't think I remember that was something, but pretty much that was his just reaction. But anyways, why do I say this now? Well, I think he did another reaction video on me, and here it is. Hopefully I can unmute this.
No matter what people say, we're not a cult, okay? So any questions? Oh, for sure. I was just wondering how I could leave. What? The building. I'm coming back. Yeah. Now remember.
Okay, so I want to make this clear. Because I know he's been seeing my videos because I've been posting them on my own Instagram. I mean, heck, here's my freaking Instagram right now. Like, it's full of what I've been, full of that. That's the thing. I probably need to drag that and da-da-da. This is all my stuff that I've been posting and blah, 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 and all that crap. Again, I do not know. I mean, you're using a Anunnaki pyramid. And not to mention, you are connected to Ragdoll, who is connected to all this. So, I don't know. But I do want to talk about a few other key things that might need some explanation. So, first off and foremost, we need to talk about GPReed's own thing. So, GPReads have recently been posting a lot of interesting photos, and I think it's really best that we do talk about them. So, first off, he posted this photo, which is some sort of whatever this is. I think it's supposed to be a thing of something that's connected, and I do not know if it's connected to the lore. It is still pretty cool, so nice. But, he has been posting up stuff. He keeps saying that he's, like, in the Twilight Zone. But it's nothing too much. However, he's not the only interesting one that we need to talk about. Because there's a lot of GPReed's own followers who are very interesting. And that's just saying something to be precise. Like, first off, we have this. And that's actually the bird. That's actually the bird used in Anunnaki. I didn't. And there's no denying that there's connections, and it's kind of weird. Yeah, that's the bird, no doubt. That's the bird. So who knows what's going on? But it's no doubt that that's very interesting. Next up, we got Friendly Phoenix, and he hasn't been posting too much, but he recently, just posted all these things. He even talked about, whatever, the puppetry. So it's no that he's been literally searching into these, and there's no denying it as well. Next up, we're going to talk about some of the Namis, and the Namis are interesting. So this is the first Nami, and it's definitely very weird. It's definitely very weird. It just shows her looking at the thing. Next up, we also, and by the way, I did not announce this at all, but it looks like Ragdoll has joined Naomi as well, which is seen here. Naomi Ragdoll, which kind of does back up to my confirmed myths that Ragdoll had something connected to this, but that's just saying something. We also got Naomi Papa Rabbit. We already know who she is. She pretty much also showed off my video, pretty much, and, just show off of that case. Next up, we have, of course, what else do we have? We have, here we are. Here's the big clue. This one, Naomi Princess, which I do think, and I want to make this confirmed, and I think this was the real Naomi. Now, there's a lot of videos, here's that, and there's a lot of things to talk about with this one. She's been posting art, and I will admit, I'm still confused on 100% of what this art could be. Like, all it is just one girl and doing a lot of painting. I gotta admit, this painting stuff is kind of cool. I may actually have to do a more investigated thing, but there's no denying that Nunami is definitely an interesting artist, to say the least. It's not a bad thing, but definitely interesting. And I'm trying to see if I can get to the last one. I know there's another one we need to get to. Oh, by the way, and I think I should mention this now, but I also see this is what Mikey's own Instagram, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's pretty much, what you expect. He's actually a pretty good girl, actually. Oh boy. And let's see what else. And here's his main one. I actually did not know. I better just go ahead and follow it. I'm actually upset that I was sending his thing and blah blah. And he's been doing these videos. He actually did a review. I have to actually watch that. Ooh, he's actually up to 102. 1002. Damn. I really need to pay attention to these guys. All of a sudden, my best friend, people I know on the freaking internet so far is now literally boosting up in credits with this. And there's also this Naomi here who's literally just, showcasing more art. Always with Naomi. Naomi still cares about you, boo, with a heart. I mean, again, I really do not know what all this means. I know it's just plain symbolisms and stuff. Like, there's the owls, which makes sense. There's obviously some references to, the past. Like, that's gotta be Naomi's, lover before he had to divorce her and blah, blah. That's a long story. Go to GPReed special if you want to figure that out. I've talked about it before. But yeah, that's pretty much it at that point. So what's my thoughts about that? Well, so far, here's what I know so far. So, personally, this does confirm a few things. So one, this does finally truly put the nail in the coffin that Stephanie is definitely not truly part of GPReads. I still theorize that she is somewhat been inspired, similar to how the Dad Feels series was also inspired to do the GPReads. But yeah, there's no connection to her in any way of Michelangelo or Grant. So who knows? That just happened and blah blah. And again, sorry, but that's how I saw it. That was just a mistake error that I saw, but it was due to Papa Rabbit. And again, there is proof of that because I was the one who saw that. It was pretty big, but I still believe there's a lot of connections. They're just bouncing off the symbolism of that. But yeah, I do confirm that the Dad series and the whole Stephanie thing is not connected at all. Can't say about the whole Pokemon theory with the alchemy because really that's still in the table because that's literally what I'm seeing happening. So as for the white text, my guess theory, and I'll still state this, my ultimate guess theory is someone in story-wise, by the way, I do believe Grant must have got hacked or someone became a whistleblower and sent all that thing leaked out. Because, funny enough, this ain't the first time. So someone is leaking out information from Grant's work and putting it in his videos. It's sort of similar like, I don't know. It's sort of similar like, how do I put this in perspective? I don't know. I don't remember if I know there was some other ARGs who did this similar thing. The only ARG I'm getting on top of my head, and I hate to mention this because this one was a truly dark one, but I no longer pay attention to it because it does fucked up dark that I'm surprised that YouTube hasn't kicked them off yet. But it reminds me of I Am Sophie with those hidden messages. I don't know. I really don't know. I do remember there was some ARGs that broke through that, but I don't remember which one was it. But anyways, we do know that someone was a whistleblower and they leak out GPRead's content. As for the Triangle guy, aka Puppet Master, again, I really don't know. I do think you probably ain't really part of the cult, but the way Ragdoll is, I'm still backing up until I'm finally proven, same thing with the Stefan thing, until I'm finally proven otherwise. I do believe that Ragdoll is part of the sun or star cult of some kind that's in the backyard of freaking, Grants. And you do have that photo of Ragdoll, and you do have some connections, so who knows? So I don't know truly much. But it's definitely weird. And finally, as for the Nami pictures and all that, again, it's up to me. It's just art of symbolism, but really it's just Naomi probably just pushing stuff. Anyways, yeah. And I stayed up way too long for this video. It's already like 9 but it's fine. I'm going to release this tomorrow and I'm already sleeping anyways. But yeah, this was definitely interesting. And again, the reason why I made this video way earlier than the usual schedule is because I did want to catch up on those notes. Now, I don't know if those notes are what the rest of those notes are. I'm going to leave those to the professionals. And I forgot to mention this, but this also confirms that Naomi does have split personality disorder. It can't be a coincidence. This does confirm Naomi, and I think this is trying to figure out what Naomi is planning, but I don't know. But again, I'm on to it. I'm definitely on to it. I'm trying my best to figure out. I know I'm literally am just putting puzzle pieces. And again, I gotta apologize to you guys. I'm sorry that I'm literally just slapping puzzle pieces back and forth. But this is what a theory video is. I mean, it's just a theory video. And once those holes are filled, it finally pieced together the story. But, you know, that's just me. And I'm just glad that I'm trying to help as best as I can. I'm still kind of proud of myself that I was the first one to mention all this later on. I bet people already knew this, but for now, it's just me mentioning all this. And I do hope that GPReed does put some more hidden stuff in his videos. I think he does. And like I said, I will actually possibly do an actual deep dive into Mikey Angelo, because his series is actually pretty interesting. Like I said in the previous, he got like freaking Doctor Who. Now he's having, as you guys probably just saw a glimpse of, he's now having Stars of Forces of Nature. Still have some Stephanie, but he explained that, which is good. And pretty much there's a lot of interesting things. Like I did saw the anniversary thing, and it was very interesting. So I really do need to literally back up all the way back and literally look at his content to literally figure out what the hell is going on. Because I'm still stuck. Like, there's even parts of it when I noticed that he mentions about Darkin's friend, sister, I don't know. There's another girl character in there. So I gotta look that up. But I might have to do a separation, because if the two are connected, loosely connected, then they're connected, but who knows. But yeah, this video has gone quite a while, and this might be the longest video I ever done of GPReads, but it's good enough for now. Anyways, I'm snapping out of here. Bye.